bother to say anything.
What's wrong?
I mean,
What's your problem?
Angelina Love's a great wrestler, don't get me wrong, but I mean, she's not exactly the greatest ring announcer.
She's absolutely brilliant. You be quiet.
You think so?
I think so. In fact, I'd lobby to have her replace you on Xplosion commentary.
I'd like to have her replace you on the roster.
I'd like... What?
Yeah.
No.
MVP Kenny King set for battle this week on Xplosion. Get ready. The man from Las Vegas teaming with the man from the 305, Miami, Florida.
You really want her to replace me?
Yeah, I do.
Can we just be professionals and stick to the match, please?
You're telling me this?
I'm telling you this, yes.
You're telling me we need to be professional. Okay. Let's hear more of this ring announcer. Please.
Here she comes.
And their opponents, hailing from Cameron, North Carolina, at a combined weight of 460 pounds, Matt and Jeff, the Hardys.
Wow. All right, here we go. The Hardys set for battle. What a match this week on Xplosion. Jeff and Matt, the Hardy Boys, teaming up to take on MVP and Kenny King here this week on Xplosion.
The most popular tag team in all of Impact Wrestling. The Hardy Boys, multi-time World Tag Team Champions. Jeff Hardy, a former TNA World Heavyweight Champion. This is going to be a match to remember.
And certainly what we have seen from Jeff Hardy over the years, absolutely spectacular. No other way to phrase it, no other word to use. However, now joined side by side, mano a mano, with his brother Matt Hardy, who, by the way, since coming back to Impact Wrestling, has been at the top of his game. Matt Hardy and Jeff Hardy together have been unstoppable. And some incredible matches we have seen over the last several weeks with the Hardys in Impact Wrestling.
Full Metal Mayhem, do you remember all the risks, all the bumps, all the bruises? That's what the Hardy Boys are all about.
Well, they may add a few more of those bumps and bruises when they're in there in the ring with men the likes of MVP and Kenny King as we hear the bell in this exclusive tag team matchup on Xplosion. Get ready. Jeff Hardy going to start out the match for the Hardys, and Kenny King from Las Vegas, Nevada in there representing his team with MVP, and certainly an alliance we have seen formed. And since coming to Impact Wrestling, and who could forget when MVP debuted, when MVP came out in Glasgow, Scotland for the first time, and the reaction that night and how things have changed over the course of a year.
Well, I can remember absolutely everything vividly, Jeremy Borash, because I was there. I was in the ring when MVP debuted in Glasgow, and now things have changed. He's his own man, and under his wing, he's got the king of the night, Kenny King, who's got a short temper himself, no doubt.
You want to talk about short temper between those two, I'll tell you what. Not two men you want to aggravate or upset. Matt Hardy from the second rope drops the elbow down on Kenny King. And what a following Matt Hardy has, well, both men have on social media. Unbelievable to follow Matt Hardy, to see that he was one of the very first people on Twitter. Jeff was as well, and Instagram, all the interaction they have, truly wrestlers of the people.
They've got a huge, huge social media following, yes, but creatures. They call them creatures. Isn't that an insult?
Well, not when you're with Jeff Hardy, not when you're with Matt Hardy. They're creatures.
If anybody called me a creature, I'd punch him square in the face.
People have called you much worse. Trust me.
What?
Maybe not to your face, but people have told you much, much worse.
Why do you always dish all this dirt while we're on Xplosion?
Into the ropes now goes Jeff Hardy. Ducks the big leg, but in the process takes out MVP. MVP went for a big boot, and it looked as though Jeff Hardy got a leg under there and tripped him up. Heads up maneuver by Jeff Hardy.
I'm going back to what you were saying earlier. What have people been saying about me?
Big clothesline by Matt Hardy now. Jeff in the corner.
Why are you ignoring me?
Classic Hardys!
Why are you ignoring me?
Matt Hardy now has MVP where he wants him.
You just can't be professional, can you?
Oh, neck breaker. Oh, and on the outside, did you see that? Kenny King on the outside of the ring just threw Jeff Hardy full speed ahead into the steps. And you see referee Brian Hebner checking on Jeff Hardy on the outside of the ring. I mean, this could be a disqualification. I mean, Jeff Hardy hasn't moved. Jeff Hardy is out.
I think there's concern from Matt Hardy as well.
And justifiably so. I mean, Kenny King threw Jeff Hardy right in. Look at that. Hardy's not even
Jeff's
moving.
out cold.
I mean, this, if the match has to be stopped, certainly understand from Brian Hebner.
He's holding up the X there.
We're going to need some medical attention down here at ringside as obviously.
So if Jeff Hardy's taken away from the ringside area here, does that mean that MVP and Kenny King are the winners?
I'm not quite concerned with who the winners of the match are at this point.
Well, I am. Who's going to get the pay packet?
Referee on the outside of the ring. And we have security there helping Jeff Hardy out, who has not moved since Kenny King delivered a cheap shot on the outside of the ring.
It's not a cheap shot. It's professional wrestling.
It's an absolute cheap shot. How can you say that as a man is down there on the ground? And right now, MVP is looking to be awarded the victory. And Matt Hardy said, no, is Matt Hardy willing to take on both MVP and Kenny King by himself?
Only if he's a loony, like his brother.
That is not a good move. Not the smartest move. And as you see Jeff Hardy being taken out.
See, I've got all the respect for the Hardy boys in the world. I really do, but they've got more guts than brains, and Matt Hardy's showing it here.
Well, Matt Hardy's got heart. That's what he has. Matt Hardy has a ton of heart. Goes to work on MVP. Goes to work on Kenny King, but unfortunately is met face-to-face with a boot from MVP. As you see Jeff Hardy, we're going to try and get an update on Hardy's medical condition as soon as possible. And Matt Hardy is now having to face both men as this has become a handicap match. Here's a clothesline and a cover two.
You can have all the heart in the world, Jeremy Borash, but you need a brain, and he's definitely not using it by taking on two of the top athletes here in Impact Wrestling.
Hey, say what you want about Matt Hardy. He's demonstrating how much heart and how much fight he has. That, to me, is a very noble thing. Wow, look at these right hands, a barrage of right punches by Kenny King. The question is, can Matt Hardy survive this 2-on-1 handicap situation? We are going to find out when we return. This match continues in moments here on Xplosion. Matt Hardy back to his feet. We are back. This is TNA Xplosion. It's the Hardy Boys versus Kenny King. And MVP and Jeff Hardy taken out of the match earlier on. But on the outside of the ring when the referee was not looking, Kenny King threw Jeff Hardy head first into the steps. Those steel steps at ringside. And Hardy was knocked out cold. A big boot there by MVP, who follows up. And I'll tell you what, this has been a lopsided 2-on-1 situation since Jeff Hardy was taken out earlier in the match.
Well, I spoke about it before the break, and I'm proved right once again. More guts than brains.
Wow, double knee does not connect, and Hardy's showing signs of life. Hardy needs to show that fighting. Oh no, into the ref. And out goes Brian Hebner.
Brian Hebner is down, looking seriously. That's two men that have been taken out in this match now. This is carnage.
This is absolutely carnage. We haven't seen action like this on Xplosion in quite some time, and Kenny King now brings in a steel folding chair. And with the referee down, this could prove to be catastrophic for Matt Hardy. Kenny King has Hardy up. MVP standing by. Oh no. Wait a minute.
What's that? Oh no. Oh no.
Are you kidding me?
No!
Willow! Willow hits the ring. He's got the umbrella in it. Oh God, just takes on MVP. Takes out Kenny King. Hits the umbrella across Kenny King. And look at that. Willow on fire. Twist of fate. Wow. What a shocker. Willow returns to the ring. Delivers the goods on Kenny King. And MVP clears house and gets out of town.
Borash, this is an unsafe work environment. I want out of here. I'm going.
Where are you going?
I'm going.
Willow's left already. You don't have to be scared of Willow anymore.
What the hell is...
No kidding. What the... I mean, I'll tell you what.
He's gone, yeah?
Matt Hardy. Twist of fate on MVP. And what's left, not much of MVP cover. 1, 2. Oh, wow. Last second. MVP able to get out, able to kick out as Willow came in, House of Fire.
You sure he's gone, right?
You can stay right there. Sit down, please. Big right hand by Hardy. Kenny King perched up on the top rope. Dangerous situation. Hardy now, superplex down on Kenny King.
I can't keep my concentration. You know he put me in a shack, right?
I do remember that, yeah. Ducks the, oh wow, look at this. Side effect by Matt Hardy. Cover, 1, 2.
Matt Hardy's been battling 2 men on his own for the past 10 minutes. He's given everything he's got.
He can't put him away, though. That's the thing. MVP keeps fighting back. And now, MVP on the ground. Matt Hardy going to the top rope. Could we see Matt Hardy from the top? Moonsault does not connect. MVP able to get out of the way of that one. Meanwhile, on the outside of the ring, Kenny King still recovering from that onslaught of Willow that we saw earlier. MVP now takes that Matt Hardy down with another clothesline. Here's a cover. 1, 2. Just about. I'll tell you what, it has been 2-on-1 now, with the exception of our visit from Willow for several minutes now, and it's definitely taking its toll on Matt Hardy.
I have never seen carnage like this in Xplosion, ever. This is insane.
Goes for another cover now. Second cover, but this time he put his shin right across the face of Matt Hardy in an attempt to get the pinfall.
Hardy boys. Jeff Hardy out injured. Willow, 2-on-1. This is insane.
Certainly what we have seen from Kenny King now. Viciousness. Wow, spinning kick by the man from Las Vegas, and now has Matt Hardy. Here's a cover, 2, and not enough for 3. Wow, well, I'll tell you what, Willow came in like a ball of fire.
You are sure he's gone?
I'm positive he's gone. Wait a minute.
What's going on now?
There's Jeff Hardy. There's Jeff Hardy now.
What? Wait a minute.
Still reeling from what we saw earlier. Apparently.
I have no idea what's going on now.
Well, we saw Willow come out. Maybe they're not the same person.
So Willow is Jeff Hardy.
We don't know that.
Jeff Hardy is Willow.
We don't know that.
Finkel and Einhorn.
Well, what we're going to do right now is see if Matt Hardy can make the tag. Matt Hardy needs to make the tag to Jeff Hardy on the outside of the ring. After what we have seen from Kenny King and MVP, another side effect by Matt Hardy.
Come on, Kenny. Come on. So now the crowd want Jeff back in. Jeff's okay from earlier on when he was thrown into the steps by Kenny. This crowd are on their feet.
They're getting ready. They want to see Jeff Hardy back in there after what we saw, and you can bet after what Kenny King did him. Kenny King did him on the outside of the ring. He's looking to get revenge on the outside. Here comes MVP. Here comes Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy with more rights to MVP. Up kick to the midsection now. Into the ropes, reversed by MVP. Here comes Hardy. Big right hand. Down goes MVP.
And Willow is atomic. Jeff Hardy. I don't know what's going on.
What are you talking about? That's Jeff Hardy in there. Ball right to the midsection. Classic Jeff Hardy. Here's a cover. Here's a pin. 2. And just like that, Kenny King able to save the match by breaking the 3 count, which almost seemed inevitable at this point. Hardy now into the corner. Right hand fighting off the outside of Kenny King and MVP. Whisper in the wind down on King and MVP from Jeff Hardy. Here's a cover. 2. Not enough. And Hardy wondering what it's going to take at this point. He has reached down deep inside. He has certainly recovered from what seemed as though he was out of the match entirely, and now has made a comeback and wants to capitalize on that momentum. Jeff Hardy sizing up MVP, kick to the midsection. Twist of fate, MVP stops it.
Go for the drive-by.
Oh, connects on Jeff Hardy. Drive-by 2, and Matt Hardy makes the save just in the nick of time. Matt Hardy going to work on MVP. Trading right hands, kick to the midsection.
Twist of fate for the umpteenth time now.
And Kenny King in there as well. Another twist of fate by Matt Hardy.
So Jeff Hardy's on the top rope. Guess it's going to be a swanton bomb.
From the top, delivered perfectly to MVP. Cover 2 and 3. What a win! What a comeback!
And the winners, the Hardys!
That was the most insane match I think I've ever seen on Xplosion. I don't even know what I just saw.
Well, Jeff Hardy taken out by Kenny King. We saw the return of Willow, albeit for a very quick cleanup of sorts with MVP and Kenny King. But your winners, Jeff and Matt, the Hardy Boys. What a matchup this week on Xplosion.
Sure he's gone.